Marauder. Back with Planet Explorers 7.5 Alpha. Episode 8. Now, last when we left off, our heroine Newt was out in the field near the meteor crater just after leaving Shenzhen. We introduced you to the editor, a creation system in-game that allows you to make ISOs and import them into the game. From that you can make furniture, cars, other vehicles, tanks, helicopters, VTOLs. Almost an endless list. Decals have been added, which means you can place stickers onto the hull of the vehicle, craft the gun, shield, the sword, and as you can see, mecha. So, we touched on that. We'll touch on that in another episode more in detail. For now, we're on with it. Now these giraffe-like creatures here, these long needle-nosed fellows, are needed for Shenzhen's quest. And the creature in the background, I'm not going to mess with him just yet. But be wary of pack animals, because they will defend in a pack and attack in a pack. Something, you always find it, and when you're looking for it, it never shows up. Okay, trouble. Creature being chased by a pack. I'll hide behind the turtle. Whoa, okay, those guys are flying. Well, the game's collision systems is still being worked on, obviously. It is an alpha stage. So much for when pigs fly. Well, that little guy didn't make it. They took him out. In a pack situation, you attack one, you attack them all. And these guys will come from a distance. So because you see a creature alone, it doesn't mean that it's actually alone. I'll demonstrate that a little later. Looks like I'm surrounded on both sides by predators. Alright. See if we can get better vantage point. I don't want to hit another creature with a stray bullet. This guy for a quest, but see, projectiles. And here comes his pack. His herd is coming. We don't have a chance here. That's when you get to use your revival shot. Thank you, Alan Carter. So you see, one just jumped off the top of that plateau as well. In a situation like this, you're heavily outnumbered and outgunned, but I'm going to take them on anyways with this piece of junk gun. Even if I die, I'm going to get this guy.
No!
Oh. Well, I still got him. One needle-nosed giraffe. Take the prize. And as you see, my HP has dropped and my stamina, which puts her into a hungry state and unable to flee her pursuers. Keep that in mind. When you die, coming back is not always that easy. Well, that guy is tripping. He must have had something good up top. Now I've got food in my quick slot. Let's make sure that I'm safe. And look for my next target. Harpy Warbird. Look to the air for them, or to the ground for their shadows. And of course the Wolverino, which seems to be one of the hardest creatures to find when you're looking for him. Okay, the crater is still off to our left. I guess we'll go this way. Yeah, this gun has a really bad firing rate. And damage is not that effective. I think what I really want in this game is a shadow sniper rifle, or a sniper scope. Yep, there we go. Warbird, come get it. Gotcha. Okay, 2 down. Just need the Wolverino. A sniper rifle and binoculars. Or just a single scope. Mono-ocular, whatever they call it. And if they do change the creations, the creation system so that you can only have one muzzle on a rifle, we should have rifle bullets. That's just what I think. If you're going to dumb down the weapon, we should have rifle bullets, which do more impact, high-powered bullets for high-powered guns. Now, that creature, that aerial creature, just attacked this turtle and lost miserably. So we'll go over here really quick, like, and salvage the meat. Yes, animal fat, bone, and meat. Thank you, Mr. Turtle. Ah. So those creatures are not alone. We'll grab some more lotus and go to another area. It almost looks like if that little fuzzy wuzzy is smelling out my trail. Look at this. Now the targeting reticle has been changed. I have to get used to that. But just like most games, you can adapt pretty quickly. Yeah, I think he's on my trail. I'm not gonna waste any bullets on you. Oh, no, you don't. Run towards the turtle, you little coward. That's all I would need. One stray bullet or one missed shot, hit that turtle and get stomped out. Okay, still on the hunt for the Wolverino. We'll get some rubber from this tree, and then we'll get another victim. And hopefully don't become a victim ourselves. Okay, I had to give a little pause there and move on. I had to search a large area, still haven't found the Wolverino, but I found these birdy little like creatures. Let's see what you get from him. Probably a lot of nothing. Yeah, 11 meat. It's not worthwhile killing those guys. Definitely not worth wasting a bullet on it, unless you really have nothing better to do. Now, to pause it again. Moving on to different areas, still no Wolverino to be found. Crazy collision system back there with some of the other creatures. Still nothing. Backtracking all over the place. No rhino. Alright, close proximity now to the water. We're close by the tree. So I had to go off instead of just looking for the rhino. Probably figured I would run into him if I just go and do another mission. And I had to do the David Sly mission. So I cut out from there, followed the marker on the map, and went off to find David Sly. Now we had some video problems, all that sticking it was doing. We had a game crash is one, and we also had it stopped the record process, and that video that was being recorded was lost. in that time, nighttime had fallen, and I had built a shelter instead of going back to camp. Wish you had seen it, but there'll be another opportunity. So I built this little place here. And there's also a mine here as well. It's built over a mine, just across from the big tree where I'm supposed to do the mission with David Sly. It was getting late, so I decided not to venture out at night. I built this little shelter. Got some sleep. Saving my checkpoint. See? Here we go with some screenshots. And I was building it at night instead of venturing out. Inside of it is a little hole in the ground. You see where it's located? And yeah, that is exactly what it looks like. Oil, petroleum. So mark that one down. And it's a large deposit. Quite large. So we've got what? Copper and iron, coal, petroleum. Looking good so far. We've already gathered some marble, just from anywhere in the world, and some limestone, tin. What else are we running? Oh, graphite. I passed a mushroom-shaped rock. A couple of them, it looks like a zinc deposit was there. I didn't dig it up yet. There's several of them spread around. And I don't have any silver yet. But I'll work on that. There's Sly's backpack. This must be David Sly's backpack. Maybe I should take it back and show Ellen. So we'll take the backpack, right click on it, and get. So we have to take it back to Alan Carter's camp. But I didn't come all this way for nothing, so I'll scout the area. Scanner is active and searching for more coal. Nothing. Petroleum. Scanning. Now I am... Oh yes, it does work. You can scan and walk at the same time. Small deposit of petroleum. Back that way. I wonder if that's my... No, it's not my deposit. So there's another one, a little small one over here. Ooh, okay. Something is dead ahead of me. Now you can see how I adjust the scanner's map. If you put your mouse inside of the scanner's map, well, look at that, a Wolverino. If you put your mouse inside of the scanner's map, you'll be able to turn and adjust it to suit. If you put it on the outside, of course, back into the world, you'll be rotating your character instead. Yeah. He's not getting away. Sentry turrets, carrying 200 bullets, and they are refillable. So as long as you can make bullets, you'll have your sentry turret. Let's draw him in. See, gun is ineffective. But that turret should give him something to think about. We'll flee. Let's get out of range of his charge and finish him. Turret is taking damage, but he won't last. Finish him. Newt wins. Flawless victory. Refill my turret. That completes the mission for Shenzhen. And there's that deposit. We passed over it. We're still above it, but it's deep and kind of twisty in the ground beneath us. So I'll go back. Now what I tried to do is find the closest point of the deposit. The closest point as in the closest point to the surface. Makes no sense if you pass the closest point where something's at the surface and you go off to dig half a mile down to the furthest, deepest point. So when using the scanner, and if you want to use it effectively, you find the nearest point to the surface. You scroll mouse and zoom in, and you'll see there's trace amounts in this area, but it is still the closest point, which means I can get some without digging too deep, too far, and busting my shovel up. Just gotta find the right entry point, and once I do that, I'll start digging in that area. Saving this checkpoint. You really don't want to have a game crash or to lose it, so I save a checkpoint right here. I'll continue digging next time. I'm going to end this one right here. So this is the Marauder with Planet Explorers 7.5 Alpha.